Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Matlack Messer Stadium on the campus of Earlham College as we bring you the second half of our doubleheader here this afternoon. Quakers will take on the Grizzlies of Franklin as Earlham trying to get back on the winning side of things here today, coming in at 2-11 overall. They are now 1-5 in the HCAC. Meanwhile, the Grizzlies come in losing their last three. They're 3-12 on the season, also 1-5 in conference play. Welcome to the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show. Both these teams pretty much out of the playoff chase, though mathematically going into today's action. Still have an opportunity, if they do win out, to gain enough points to put themselves in position. But the other bad part about that is they'll have to have some help the rest of the way. If either one of these two teams lose today, if that's the case, they will be out of it mathematically after this afternoon's contest. Both teams really having a hard time scoring. First off, we'll talk about Franklin when we come back in just a couple of moments, right here on the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show, Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you're born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
We check 'em better. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle is fully inspected and reconditioned by ASE and factory-trained technicians. And each Better Buy vehicle comes with a Carfax vehicle history report, so you know you can buy a vehicle with confidence. We back 'em better with a 3-day satisfaction guarantee. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified comes with a 3-day or 300-mile satisfaction guarantee. If you don't like it within that 3 days or 300 miles, just bring it back and we'll exchange it for a vehicle of equal value. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty. We price them better. We have dedicated individuals searching the entire country for the highest quality, lowest price vehicles for our inventory. In today's competitive market, we're constantly monitoring vehicle values to ensure that we're offering the best prices possible. We guarantee that every Wetzel Better Buy vehicle is the highest quality used car or truck around. Our reconditioning process guarantees that you are getting a vehicle as close to brand new as possible, and our warranties back that up.
Welcome back again to Matlack Messer Stadium. If you joined us earlier today, the Franklin women knocking off Earlham by a final of 4-1. So the Franklin men will try to make it a sweep here today, but it's not going to be easy for a team that has struggled in the scoring department, much like what the Quakers have done so far this season. Franklin coming in again at 3-12 on the road. They're only 2-5 on the season. They've only scored, speaking of the Grizzlies, 10 goals in their 15 matchups. They're averaging 0.67 goals per game. Get this, their shot percentage at .062. They only average 10.8 shots per game and giving up 2.26 goals per contest as well. Now, some of those numbers are actually good compared to the Quakers. We'll talk about them coming up in just a couple of moments. They're led by Jordan Thomas, 5 goals on this season. Cody Copperas with 2 goals. Jake Hendricks has been their main goalkeeper this year. We'll have to see if he'll be in goal here this afternoon. 72 saves, a save percentage of .713, and Hendricks has a goals against average at 2.33. But those numbers, again, a couple of those are even ahead of what Earlham has done so far this season. The Quakers with 13 goals, they're averaging 1 goal per contest. Their shot percentage is a respectable .153. The only problem is Quakers just don't get very many shots, only averaging 6.5 shots per contest. So they don't get themselves in position very often to score. And when they do, though, it's a different story. But just getting there is a whole nother chapter for this Quaker team this year. Quakers, by the way, with the goals against average at 2.68 coming into today's contest. They'll rely a lot on Yuki Adams, leads the team with 6 of the 13 goals this year. Jimmy Kirame with 3 goals and 2 assists. Kirame will draw a crowd again here today because of his active nature on the pitch so far this year, and that's why his goal numbers are down as he draws a lot of double teams throughout the entire contest. And if Nico Manny is in goal today, we've seen some good out of Nico. We've seen some games where he just hasn't played as well as he would certainly like to, but comes in with 56 saves and a goals against average at 2.83. So these two teams are set. Again, the winner may still have a chance to get in. The loser will pack up and think about the remainder of this year and what's coming up next season. And only 3 matches remaining for both these teams. And it all starts today between the Grizzlies and the Quakers here at Matlack Messer Stadium. We will come back and get underway in just a few moments. Stay right there. This is Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference Soccer right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Best One Tire and Service has been committed to our partners since 1948. With more than 250 locations in 26 states, Best One puts over 1 million tires on the road every year. Superior tires, expert service, competitive prices. Best One Tire and Service, where the best costs less.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark with Best One of Richmond. Because Best One is one of Bridgestone's largest retailers, we offer exclusive Bridgestone savings. Visit us in Richmond to save on Bridgestone tires today.
Wish me luck, wish me luck. We've all said it. Thing is, life doesn't run on luck. For most people, it takes careful planning. A lot more than, say, crossing your fingers or toes. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Because as your life changes, your life insurance coverage should do the same. And when it comes to your coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Are you looking for the right place to work out, a place where you have several choices and can have fun at the same time? Well, that place is right here in Richmond, Family Fitness Works. Family Fitness Works has spinning, Zumba, kickboxing, core works, kick fit, body pump, body flow, and much, much more. And don't forget, Family Fitness Works also has Richmond's most extensive free weights and Nautilus in the area. Check out their website at familyfitness.com or stop by at 213 North 3rd Street in Richmond. Summit Computer Systems is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware service, support, design services, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and more. Summit Computers, 1427 Chester Boulevard in Richmond. Give them a call at 939-2120.
I got this.
I got this.
I got this.
At Harrington Hogue, we believe your life belongs to you. That's why we work hard to make sure that your insurance coverage is the last thing you have to worry about. So when it comes to keeping you protected,
We got this.
For over a century, Richmond Power & Light has been providing safe, reliable energy to the citizens and businesses of Richmond and the surrounding area. Through their dedicated and talented employees, they are advancing their tradition of exceptional service through new technology, training, and efficiency in everything they do. Richmond Power & Light provides reliable, low-cost energy and technology services in a customer-focused, environmentally responsible, safety-conscious manner. Richmond Power & Light. Together we make powerful partners. Today's game is being brought to you by Tri-County Awards in Richmond. Customized awards and quality engraving services. When you come to Tri-County Awards, you'll get nothing but the best customer service. We take pride in our prompt service and easy availability. Celebrate success with a gorgeous medal, trophy, or plaque from Tri-County Awards. We've been crafting awards since 1972. Choose from a wide variety of designs and styles. We're a locally owned and family-operated business. Tri-County Awards, 1001 South East Street in Richmond.
Our community. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we play. At West End Bank, we're not just in the community, we're a part of the community. And that's why we support over 100 programs for local nonprofits and schools, including our financial literacy program that positively impacts countless students throughout the area. You bank locally, so we give back locally to watch people grow with endless possibilities.
Mendenhall's True Value in Richmond is your local source for the things you need at home or your business every day. Everything from hardware, tools, carpet cleaner rentals, window and screen repair, lawn and garden supplies, as well as hunting and fishing licenses. It's all in one place at Mendenhall's True Value Hardware, right around the corner at 125 Southwest 5th Street in Richmond. Give them a call for more information at 962-4842.
As Earlhamites, when we set our minds to do something, we see it through.
Because when we strive to do what's right,
we believe ways will open for us.
It's why we design inclusive playgrounds and innovative transportation solutions.
Why we work to solve water crises and pioneer new technology.
Why we commit to bridging gaps and exploring the unexpected.
It's why we stay curious.
Why we insist on better answers.
Because at Earlham,
we don't see the world as a project. We see it as our purpose.
And we recognize our own potential in making this earth more beautiful,
more just,
and more peaceful for everyone.
Earlham College.
Always moving forward.
If you were with us earlier today for the women's contest, we were telling you how windy it was then. And I know I sound like a broken record, but it is windier as we are about ready to start the men's contest here this afternoon. It is going to be a brutal day for these players to work the ball up and down the pitch here this afternoon. And so it will be a factor, no doubt about it, here at Matlack Messer Stadium. Tell you what, though, I tell you, the Quakers been playing through these conditions this fall for quite a bit, but maybe nothing like what they're going to see today, and it'll be a huge factor when keeping that ball in control here this afternoon. We will see Elliot Clark today in goal for the Franklin Grizzlies. He is a freshman out of Brownstown, Indiana, out of Seymour High School, so a different face in goal instead of Jake Hendricks, who the Grizzlies have gone with a lot this year. They're going to give Elliot Clark a chance to go here this afternoon. Nico Manny will be starting again for the Quakers. No surprise there for Nico. The Quakers will attack right to left, and that'll give Nico a little bit of an advantage here in the first half of play because that wind will be behind him here this afternoon. Trey Floyd out of Fishers will start today for Franklin. Mason May out of Kokomo played his high school soccer at Guerin Catholic. Jimmy Lawson out of Brownsburg also will start today. Angel Tapia out of Brown High School. He is out of Indianapolis wearing number 10. Luke Oliver from Marion. He is a senior. Landon Tack also getting the start out of Greenville, Indiana. Played his high school soccer at Floyd Central down in the southern portion of the state. Roberto Lara also starting. Of course, he played at a good program at North Central High School. Jordan Thomas out of Whiteland. Ian Blaze also out of Lake Central. And then Matthew Crandley out of Guerin Catholic getting the start today also for the Grizzlies. We are underway here this afternoon. Great to have you with us. Our second game of the day. You're going to hear a lot of wind and the clouds coming in here today as well at Matlack Messer Stadium. And we'll have our first throw-in of the day for the Quakers inside the 18. And therefore, the Grizzlies will be Elliot Clark. So the Quakers on their first possession will come up empty. We'll have a goal kick here by Clark. You can follow live stats throughout the entire match on GoEarlham.com. Just go to the schedule section, and they'll have a little icon right there that can not only let you see the game if you're anywhere outside where you want to watch today's contest, or see the statistics as we go as well. Ball in now for Fitzgibbon as the Quakers on the attack in the Franklin half of the field here today as the ball comes out of bounds on the near side. Garrett Shaw unable to keep that one in play. And back over now to the Grizzlies. Jimmy Lawson, I tell you what, he did a pretty good job of almost throwing that ball away. He started to throw and then made the catch again, and now the ball comes out of bounds. And let's see who this will belong to. They're going to say it will be Franklin on the throw-in. Once again here on the near side. In fact, I saw that again. He did a pretty good job. He reached out and caught that ball in midair. Back once again now to Lawson. A lot of freshmen starting today for the Grizzlies as they're trying to get their program turned in the right direction. So a heavy class of freshmen getting the start here in this one this afternoon. Brady Bubb there for the Quakers, and Earlham again, when you look at their attack, relies a lot on Jimmy Kirame. Only problem is I don't see Kirame in the lineup here in the first portion of this one. So Kirame not starting here this afternoon as the Grizzlies on the counterattack. Robert Lara to the far side. Goes out of play, and he is another freshman for the Grizzlies here this afternoon. Of course, at halftime, we'll run down those first half numbers. We're a long way from halftime. Just give you an idea. We'll not only give you the first half statistics, we'll also give you the college updated scoreboard. The Earlham football team in action this afternoon on the road at Franklin. And we'll give you an update of that score a little bit later as well. Quakers with the kick just outside the 18. This ball sails in the air, and Franklin trying to desperately get it out of there. They finally do, thanks to Tapia, who put it out front. And that ball, by the way, it was very dangerous. It's kind of sailed a little bit, and that wind, the way it is blowing here this afternoon, no one can take any more than precaution of where that ball may end up when it gets in the air, because you're not really sure where it's going to end up, as Franklin now in control in the Earlham half to the far side. Grizzlies trying to work it down the left sideline. Roberto Lara is there, and it goes out of play. And for Franklin, we'll have our first corner of the afternoon. This is the final home match of the year for Earlham. Lara with a nice leg in this one. A good ball as it's redirected. Again out front, there's Hockey Johnson for the Quakers. Earlham able to clear it out of their third, and once again Franklin will set it up out front. There's a nice shot, and that's just off to the left. Good attempt by Trent Floyd, the senior out of Fishers, Indiana. And he got a pretty good strike just outside the 18 to the left, and the first opportunity for the Grizzlies. And we will see the ball back again to Nico Manny. Nico, the senior out of Vandalia, Ohio, playing his final game here at Matlack Messer Stadium. And boy, he's got some work to do here this afternoon. He's really going to have to pay attention to where the ball will be placed by the Grizzlies, just because of the way that the wind is blowing today, and he doesn't generally have too much of a problem with it, other than, again, as bad as it is, that thing could go just about anywhere. As Franklin, again, you can see really the curve on that ball off the left leg of Mason May, as Nico will picked that one up relatively easily, and we'll go back once again on the counterattack for the Quakers. Franklin 2-5 on the road, though they've struggled this year with only 3 wins. 2 of those wins have again come away from home. For the Quakers, on the sideline, Pearson wisely puts that one out of play, and the defense again will retreat and set up now as Franklin has a throw in. Floyd will put it in play and work back out front. Misplayed at the top. Quakers able to get a takeaway. The official let him play through it, though Mason May thought he was fouled. No whistle on that one, so again, they'll let him play here early. And one thing about the pitch here today, and we saw it the other day, is things are a little bit dry, so a very fast pitch. Almost like playing on artificial surface today, as that ball placed again in the Earlham half. Quakers able to return it. Garrett Shaw out of Pittsboro, Indiana, and a throw in now on the near side for the Grizzlies. Field has taken a beating this year as the women just played earlier, but again with no rain to speak of recently. The field getting a little bit harder as we go. Here is again Franklin on the attack. Ball taken away. Good defense again for the Quakers. That is Fitzgibbon trying to dive after that ball. He goes down, and a whistle and a foul called against Fitzgibbon as he reached out and will commit the foul here in the first half of play, as we are now under the 38-minute mark here in the first half. For the Grizzlies, this will be Landon Tack out of Greenville, Indiana. Yuki Adams with a takeaway, looking ahead. Here come the Quakers on the counterattack. That ball redirected to the keeper, Elliott Clark. Smart play again by Franklin, as Landon Tack knew that coming right behind him was Thompson Vaught, and the Grizzlies able once again to put it back into play, and Earlham unable to advance it themselves, so the Grizzlies will work it from behind. That one gets by Cranley, and will it be saved? Yes, on the near side by Lawson. There's your keeper coming out, Elliott Clark, and we've got a whistle and a foul call, and that will be a goal kick here by Elliott Clark. No score here in the first half. Again, both teams really struggle putting the ball in the goal. We may see a very low-scoring affair here today, as that ball will get out of the reach of Ian Blaze out of Lake Central High School. Again, another freshman in the lineup here today for the Grizzlies. Nico Manny will bring that ball all the way past the 18 by about 15 yards. With that wind behind him right now, he could literally put this ball all the way to the other goal if he chose to do so. Now he's going to place that ball even further to the right. The officials having him go even a little bit further more to the right. So this is interesting. That ball was placed in the middle, and then about another 25 yards to the right side. That line drive kick intended for Liam Ferguson. And the ball goes past again midfield and into the Earlham half for Hockey Johnson is there for the Quakers, and it does go out of play, last touched by Ian Blaze. Quakers unable to advance as we'll stay in the Earlham half near side. Here's Luke Oliver. Oliver working against Garrett Shaw, and the Grizzlies will give it up. Here come the Quakers. Pass intended for Ferguson out of his reach. Giving chase. The first one down there was Trey Floyd, and then picked up eventually by the keeper Elliott Clark, who gets the start again today for the Grizzlies. Yuki Adams once again able to knock that one down. Looks for Fitzgibbon. The redirect header going down hard is Jimmy Lawson. He's going to be slow to get up. And Lawson went down hard on his hip. And again, as we mentioned, as hard as the pitch is at this point, he probably felt like he hit the basketball floor, and they're going to call a timeout. So they'll check on him. We will take a quick timeout ourselves. 34-43 here in the first half of play. And see if we may just keep it here as the Grizzlies trainer started to come out, and the player Jimmy Lawson got it pretty quick, so we're going to keep it here instead. So Lawson stays in, and we are back underway. So Lawson apparently is okay. We continue action here at Matlack Messer Stadium. By the way, after we're done with soccer this year, we have one more football game to go, and then we will begin basketball, both men and women's basketball, right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports again this year. Ball comes across the midfield line. Landon Tack is there for the Grizzlies. We get a chance at halftime. We'll check out both those men's and women's schedules and what they look like this year, expecting, of course, the women qualified for the tournament last year. The men should be much improved. In fact, we know they've gotten bigger in the recruiting area. They ended up getting a 6'10 player, so that'll give Earlham some size. Women, I think, returned just about everybody from last year. Nico Manny will have a goal kick here in the first half as we come up on the 33-minute mark and a full day of soccer here at Matlack Messer Stadium. We mentioned earlier the women lost a tough one 4-1 to Franklin, and now the men trying to avoid losing for the sixth time in the conference. Nico again will take that on one hop and put it back into play for the Quakers. Fall season quickly coming to a close. There's a pretty good idea of how far Nico can kick it when he's got the wind behind him, and that went about 3/4 of the way into the Franklin half, and that'll be a foul call against Cranley as Drew Fitzgibbon goes down hard on the pitch here in the first half of play, and this will be Garrett Shaw just in front of us here in the press box. And again, that was a pretty big hit that time by Cranley. He is a freshman out of Carmel. So Garrett with the free kick and a good lift on the ball, but awaiting that one will be Elliott Clark, and the Quakers will peel back on defense, and once again it'll be Elliott Clark who will put it into play. Clark, just a freshman, played his high school soccer at Seymour High School. Ball redirected, but there is Shaw once again for the Quakers. Good look at Jordan Thomas. Thomas working it back to the midfield, and once again will receive it and go to the far sideline as the Grizzlies on the ground attack, and the Quakers have Johnson there to stop that ball from going up the left sideline. We'll have a throw-in again for Floyd. Johnson got a little push from behind, is coming up. Looked like it might have been Jordan Thomas there for the Grizzlies. And once again, Doyer on the chase to the near side as the Grizzlies, there's a good tackle by Doyer as he took Luke Oliver down on the pitch. They redirect once again out top. Tapia once again will bring it to the top once again into the awaiting possession that time of Cranley as the ball goes back and forth. Doyer there for the Quakers. Good look at Oliver. Oliver drawing also the double team off of Thompson-Vaught. Now into the Franklin half. Here is Liam Ferguson. Ferguson drawing 3 yellow jerseys. Ferguson with a good tackle, and another player is down for Franklin as Earlham trying to go on the counterattack. A foot chase now is Pearson deep in the corner. The player who went down for Franklin and was trailing was Trey Floyd, and he hit the pitch pretty hard. So we've seen 2 players go down. One of those, Jimmy Lawson, the other one now Trey Floyd, again for the Grizzlies, and we'll have a goalie kick again by Nico Manny. We have played almost 15 minutes now here in this first half. No score and very little offensive production either way. We've gone pretty much from 18 to 18, and that's been about it as we go back and forth. Doyer there for the Quakers. The redirect header to Fitzgibbon, who wants to work it back to the middle of the field and then lost it. Give that takeaway by Tapia. And here come the Grizzlies in the counterattack to May. The ball will work back toward the middle. Nobody is there to get it. Doyer for the Quakers. And Earlham will head the other way. Ball will go out of bounds, and again Earlham with a throw-in on the far side. Good look at Thompson Vaught once again for the Quakers. That ball tapped with the right leg by Tapia, and will go top of the 18 and a whistle, and that's going to go against the Grizzlies. So a foul, and the Quakers have a good opportunity right here on the kick from just outside the 18. Yuki Adams will place the ball. Now they're going to make that wall move back, so don't worry too much at the moment of where that wall is placed. The official will mark it off, and I venture to say he's going to move him back a few feet. There he goes. You always see the wall. They try to cheat by about 7 or 8 yards, and it never works. They always back him up. You see the wave will come from the left. Let's see how Yuki will place this ball. A nice line drive kick knocked down by the keeper, Elliott Clark. That's a nice save by Clark. So Yuki, I think he got about as good of a strike on that one as you possibly could, as Brady Bubb retreating back on defense as the Grizzlies quickly on the ground attack the other way. And now they're going to set this one inside the box, but it's going to be knocked away. Quakers defend that one well. And that'll be Garrett Shaw sending that one to midfield as Cranley knocking Thompson Vaught down on the turf once again. That ball lifted back to Doyer at midfield. Here's Yuki Adams. Quakers near side, nothing there. Taken away again by Tapia as both teams really an offense and futility both ways. They just can't get anything going. As we'll see Ferguson again at midfield, another takeaway. Bad possession by the Grizzlies as that ball gets inside the 18. Can Earlham do anything with it? No, they cannot, as Doyer sends it to the near side and knocks it out of bounds. It was intended for Trey Floyd. Teams start the season back in August in training and getting ready for the upcoming year, and by then it was pretty hot, but things very chilly here today with that wind the way it is blowing. Players having to pace themselves not only against their opponent but against the elements here today. Is that ball again a good ball off the right leg of Jimmy Lawson. Jordan Thomas able to control that one back to the outside for the Grizzlies, and that'll be a foul call against the Quakers. This would be a deep kick here for the Grizzlies, no matter who's going to take this one. It looks like it may be Luke Oliver, the senior out of Marion, Indiana. Now, this would be quite a shot from this distance. Quakers will play it safe. Everyone back around the 18. Yuki Adams will shade it just to his right. Oliver with a good kick, and it's redirected, but the wrong way for the Grizzlies. Clearing it out is Fitzgibbon. There's another long ball just over the goal. Good attempt again by Luke Oliver, as now we'll see the Quakers go back on offense once again here in the first half as we're coming up on the 25-minute mark. Change here for the Grizzlies coming into the Franklin lineup will be Trevor Bray. He is a sophomore out of Louisville, Kentucky. So Bray will check into the lineup for the Grizzlies. We have not heard why Kira May is not playing so far today. If we get word, we will pass that along. But the Quakers without one of their better offensive players in Jimmy Kira May. That will not help their cause here this afternoon in their efforts to win their third game of the season, and again, more importantly, their second game in the conference. Another goal kick again by Nico Manny. And he has had plenty of distance so far in his goal kicks here today, and he's going to get another nice line drive. Ball to the near side. Fitzgibbon is there, as was Jeffrey Doyer, and Doyer unable to come up with it, so another throw-in by the Grizzlies. They'll set it behind. Cranley with a left strike, and that ball goes all the way. Brady Bubb also chasing that one down. Nico Manny will receive it. Quakers again will find Yuki Adams. Ball intended that time for Fitzgibbon. Overrunning it was Cranley. Quakers have numbers now just outside the 18 to the left. Thompson Vaught, and knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Jimmy Lawson. Quakers had numbers for just a moment. In fact, they had a 4-on-3 opportunity in that last possession before Lawson was able to knock it away. So corner here for the Quakers. This will be Yuki Adams. Again, wind will be coming from his right. Adams, good ball high in the air, and Liam Ferguson there, but high to get it was the keeper, Elliott Clark. Good job staying right in the box, especially with Liam Ferguson right next to him. So again, we'll see Clark put this one in play all the way past the midfield line, and we'll now see the Grizzlies back on the attack as that ball knocked out of bounds by Doyer on the near side. Quick throw in by Trevor Bray. Franklin again. Doyer goes down on the turf as he slides right at the feet of Trevor Bray. Thrown again by the Grizzlies. Putting it in play was Jimmy Lawson, and it will eventually go out of bounds and back over again to the Quakers. And here is Jimmy Kiramay. Now, Kiramay did not start today, but he's getting a chance to come off the bench. Quakers may be looking for a spark off the bench here this afternoon as Thompson Vaught will come out of the lineup. So Jimmy is in for the first time, and we know how active he can be, whether he is starting or coming off the bench. He's a huge key for this Earlham soccer team again here today. Had that one taken away by Cranley, and here come the Grizzlies once again. In the attacking third, chance now for Franklin just outside the 18 to the left. Quakers able to defend it well with Pearson. The ball will roll along the ground, and nothing there again for the Grizzlies as it'll be cleared to the far side and go out of play, and looks like we will have a throw-in again for the Grizzlies. Franklin again trying to find themselves in position as that ball again picked up by Nico Manny. The right leg strike by Oliver is off the mark, and the Quakers back on offense to the counterattack one more time. Coming up on the 21-minute mark here in the first half of play. Another good kick by Nico. In fact, he outkicked Liam Ferguson, who was unable to redirect it himself and at least bring it down to get in possession. And we'll head the other way. This will be Floyd. Floyd deep in the corner. Ferguson quickly back on defense for the Quakers. And the ball will be worked up the far sideline. Earlham again able to knock it out of play, and this will give their defense again a chance to reposition as Luke Oliver started to have the throw in. He will give up those duties now to Floyd. Will stay outside the 18. Awful tough to score that far away, and Quakers will send that ball into the Franklin half. Here comes Kiramay, and Kiramay almost got the clean steal. And boy, you cannot relax. And Cranley kind of nonchalantly was ready to just pass that ball off, and Kirame came down and almost got a clean steal. Throw in just outside the Earlham bench, and here's Kirame. He will strike this one with the left leg. Didn't hit it clean as the ball goes out of play, and two players will collide out of bounds. One of those is Doyer. Franklin player wanted a foul. Let me see who that is. That is number 6, which is Trey Floyd. He hit the turf earlier. Floyd thought he got grabbed. He wanted a foul. No whistle. So under 20 minutes here in the first half, and looks like Yuki Adams checking on their teammate. We might have an injury here, so time is going to be called, and it is going to be Doyer who is down. So this time I think we will be able to take a timeout, as the Quakers may have to check on their injured player, as we see Jeffrey Doyer down for the Quakers. We'll come back in a couple of moments on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. No score here in the first half.
Finding just the right used car can be a daunting task unless you shop at Tony's Car Sales in Richmond. Hi, this is Troy Darengowski. I can guarantee you one thing. Tony's professional staff will help you every step of the way without all that pressure of buying a new car. Hey, I bought my last 2 cars from Tony's, and it has been a great experience every time. Tony's has lots of one-owner cars, SUVs, and trucks ready for you today. Tony's Car Sales, 250 National Road West in Richmond. At First Bank Richmond, we provide you with an excellent banking experience. Whether it's personal checking, savings, mortgage loans, consumer loans, retail lending, or trust and investments, you can count on First Bank Richmond. First Bank Richmond has been serving the Richmond area since 1887. For more information, give them a call at 962-2581 or go to their website at firstbankrichmond.com.
Kate's Cages is the #1 indoor training facility for baseball and softball in Richmond by far. With top flight instructors, you will learn how to play the game the right way. Everything from pitching, hitting, catching, and fielding. Kate's Cages will also have the opportunity to participate in triple play fall ball, the softball academy, individual and team camps, and individual private workouts. Kate's Cages Baseball and Softball Indoor Training Facility, 1366 Rose City Boulevard. Call 993-2353 for more information.
Well, Jeffrey Doyer being helped off, as this is a free kick from the corner, and it will go wide, and Elliott Clark is there for the Grizzlies once again. So after the short delay, Jeffrey is out, and that'll be, again, a huge key for the Quakers, especially when you consider what he brings to this team defensively. Franklin will make a change. Andrew Vidal will come in. Vidal is out of Center Grove High School. So the Grizzlies will make another change here in the first half. The redirect by Tapia. Quakers again will have Ferguson in midfield, and that'll be blown dead against Earlham. No score here between two teams trying to get at least a fighting chance to perhaps get into the playoffs, but a lot is going to have to happen the rest of the way in order for either team to get there. It all has to begin right now, as both teams 1-5 in conference play, but again, the mathematics are saying there's still a chance, but so many things would have to happen. As the ball again for Franklin, they're going to place it to the far side. That'll be Oliver deep in the corner. Earlham able to defend it well again as it's knocked out of play as Pearson there for the Quakers. And another throw-in attempt here by Franklin. Jordan Thomas out of Whiteland trying to work that ball back to the end. He goes down. In fact, he is hurt. Quakers able to work that ball up the right sideline on the counterattack as they had a man advantage with Jordan Thomas being hurt at the other end. Now he's back in the picture, though a little slow getting there, and the Quakers will have it near midfield. Will dump it behind. Here's Johnson. Quakers have not had this kind of an opportunity in a while, trying to work at control at midfield. Brady Bubb had it taken away. Good steal there by Cranley. Now Cranley works it near side and back on the attack once again to midfield. Player we just talked about a moment ago in Jordan Thomas. Good move there by Tapia as he goes down, and that'll be a whistle against Kirame, who didn't agree with that call. Official saying something to Jimmy after that foul. And it was a tripping from behind, so we'll have a kick from, again, the spot of the foul. This will be against the wind. Quakers will play it again with everyone back toward the 18 other than Fitzgibbon. And Earlham again defending it well as the ball comes back out to midfield. There's a good look at Cranley. Grizzlies ground attack near side. That ball hit high in the air. That had no chance off the right leg of Trevor Bray. As again, everyone having to adjust because of the wind. He didn't even get close. And we'll have another goalie kick by Nico Manny. Boy, Nico again, a good line drive all the way past midfield. In fact, that one past the midfield circle. Quakers unable to keep it on the attack, and we'll see a lot of jockeying for position. There's a shove by Fitzgibbon, and the official let him play through it. How about that, huh? Angel Tapia, he goes down, and there was a clear shove that time by Fitzgibbon. There's a right leg by Ferguson, and waiting that one to come will be Elliott Clark on one hop. If that is the case today, you could pretty much shove anybody you want to. That ball lifted high again to the near side. The header there by Brevin Smith, who is now checked in. And we will stop the clock right there. And may go against. Do we have a yellow card here against? It's Tapia, or is they going to get fit? Well, I'll tell you what, if they got Fitzgibbon right there, that was a little late. Unless Fitzgibbon said something. 15:09 to go. It was Fitzgibbon who had shoved Tapia earlier, and maybe he came back and said something, so the official now talking with both players involved in that shoving match, but it was more Fitzgibbon doing the shoving. So once it is recorded by the official, a yellow in the books as well, we can get this thing started again. And there's your whistle. Free kick once again by Cranley, and nothing there again for the Grizzlies as quickly as Nico gets it, he puts it back into play, and all the way to midfield and further is Floyd there to redirect it with the header back to midfield, and we'll see the Grizzlies go behind, not advance it, at least at the moment, as they'll work it back to the near side. There's Cranley once again, taken away by Jimmy Kirame. Kirame back to the inside. There are 4 yellow jerseys there. He was still able to get rid of it, looking for Fitzgibbon. As Jimmy goes down, and I believe they may go ahead and call a foul there. A little bit late on the whistle, but the Quakers will take it. They're going to see if Kirame, I don't know what this situation would be now, but the official saying something to Kirame. And this will be, again, Yuki Adams. And Yuki had a good strike the last time. He had an opportunity from the other side, just outside the 18, and he could really put something on this one again with that wind behind him. The wall you see is right in front of him, and everybody else coming pretty much from the right. So that wave will come from the right side. Here's Yuki. That ball along the ground. He didn't hit that well. He may have topped that one. So not a good kick by Yuki Adams. And a whistle against the Quakers. They got Brevin Smith trailing the play, and that'll go back over again to the Grizzlies. Now, Yuki didn't hit that one as well as he did the previous one. That one rolled along the top of the pitch and generally tells you he may have topped that ball. He just didn't get under it the way he wanted to. So now the keeper, this is Elliott Clark. Another bad kick this time by Clark as that one rolls along the ground, goes past midfield, and again the Grizzlies, instead of advancing, they're going to try to get that defense to shift to the near side where Jimmy Lawson now has possession, but taken away again by Kirame. Kirame, another big steal. Looking for Smith, but coming from behind on the takeaway is Bray. And Earlham unable to do anything with it just outside the 18. There's another redirect header by Adams. And the ball back again for the Quakers on the far side, Pearson. Pearson taps this one back toward the middle. Kirame giving chase, but it goes past the outstretched leg of Jimmy Lawson and out of bounds in the corner. Quakers are going to make a change. In fact, both teams ready to make a change. Coming in for Franklin is number 11, Matt Powell out of Mount Vernon. That is Mount Vernon, Fortville. And also coming in for the Quakers will be Andrew Strzezuski. So here again will be Yuki with the corner. Good lift, maybe too much at the top of the 18. Stays out front of the box. Kirame trying to get a leg on it. Can't do so, and Smith had a look, and he kicked it too high. And Brevin knew he missed it from the time he kicked it. He may not get a better look than that one. He had the keeper, Elliott Clark, shifted way over to the right. And he had an opening on that right side and a chance to give the Quakers a 1-0 lead. Line drive knocked down by Ferguson. Here comes Kirame again. Kirame from behind against Cranley. And you tell you one thing, I've watched Cranley a couple of times, and he's just a freshman. And Jimmy Kirame, with the experience he has had, only a sophomore, but again, he's able to come from behind and surprise you with his quickness. If you play it nonchalantly, he'll get a steal. Another corner for the Quakers, hangs high in the air. The redirect by Kirame. There's Smith again, looking back to Johnson. Here is Yuki Adams with the right leg just wide to the left. Well, a better attack that time off the corner for the Quakers. And we come up on the 10-minute mark here in the first half. Goal kick again by Elliott Clark. Clark will send it short once again. He knows he can't get a whole lot of lift off of it. Here come the Grizzlies again. Their attack didn't last very long as Jacob Thompson, who's come in out of Salem, Indiana, has entered the lineup for the Grizzlies. And right now, the Grizzlies just in favor of playing that one from behind as the ball goes out of play, and Kirame there to force the turnover. So Jimmy doing a nice job getting the ball back into the possession for the Quakers. Landon Tack was the one who was there. There's another good takeaway. Strzezuski there for the Quakers. Back to Smith. Smith outside the circle trying to look for Kirame. Ball will come loose to the near side. That one hangs high in the air. 50-50 ball finally brought down by Garrett Shaw. And we have another foul call. We may. Official will blow that one dead, and the Quakers will have another long ball attempt right here. Let's see who's going to. It's going to be Garrett Shaw. .855 and counting here in the first half. Shaw, good spin on that ball, but awaiting it is Elliott Clark. Now the good news about that is if Clark ends up dropping that ball, Quakers had three right in front of him, including Kirame, Ferguson, and Yuki Adams. Nice ball again by Clark. And in the Earlham end, picked up there by Nico Manny. Between the two teams, only a combined 26 goals in the 38 games they have played this year. Just not a whole lot of offense either way, and that ball again will go to the far side, and Quakers will have a kick again from the spot. We have made it under the 8-minute mark. This time everyone will shift from the left, and Yuki Adams. Last time he had a kick from this spot, he had a really nice one. He will have put a leg into this one, knocked down by that wall, and Quakers again unable to capitalize on the free kick. That was only a two-man wall that time, and they were able to knock it down. But I'll tell you what, Yuki again struck that one very well, and the Quakers have a corner now, and Yuki will head to the far side where he'll put it in play. Good curve on this one. Redirected off the head that time, and Matt Powell from Franklin. So that stops the Quakers on the corner. In the game for the Quakers, Alex Polabel. He wears number 5 out of Oxford, Talawanda. On the inbound, Garrett Shaw the throw-in. Quakers near side. Strzezuski knocked out of play as Trevor Bray there for the Grizzlies. And 6:30 remaining again here in the first half. And at this stage, neither team able to get on the board. Shaw with the right leg, bouncing one time, coming in strong was Ferguson, but coming out quickly was Clark. Off the one hop, and now Clark will have a goal kick just inside the 18, and again we'll lift this one high to the near side. There is Brevin Smith with the redirect header back toward the middle. Kira May unable to come up with it as Matt Powell is there for Franklin. And here come the Grizzlies once again as they will work it to the far sideline. That one chipped into the air, into the 18, redirected by the Quakers. Garrett Shaw there for Earlham. But here's Thomas. Thomas out front, Grizzlies. Again in the attacking third. Will they have space here? Looks like they're all bunched together in one spot, so not great spacing there for the Grizzlies. Here's a good ball, but Nico able to grab that one in midair and bring it down. That was a pretty good ball that time by Jimmy Lawson, and Nico bobbled it, but still able to bring it down just before that one crossed the line. So good job by Manny. Johnson to Bub, and he'll advance it now to Adams. Adams trying to look to his left to Brevin Smith, and another ball coming out of play. Quakers will have a throw-in on the near side. Garrett Shaw looking for Kirame. Here is Brevin Smith back inside to Kirame. Kirame into the box, and now it'll be Liam knocked away. Still a chance, Liam, no. And then finally cleared out. Boy, that was Jacob Thompson out of Salem, Indiana, who finally got it out of there with that ball right into the goalie box. And the Quakers had almost a point-blank shot there by Liam Ferguson, and they were unable to get it in. Here comes Shaw now to the near side. Gets a little shove from behind by, that was 23, which was Jordan Thomas, and no call again. So we have seen players from both teams, a shove, a blatant shove, and no whistle. Going to have a change once again for the Grizzlies coming into their lineup. Xavier Broderick out of North Central High School in Indianapolis. He will check into the lineup. Grizzlies again trying to go on the counterattack as it will go out of bounds. Or did they call a foul there? They're going to call it back past midfield, and we will have a free kick from the spot of that foul. It'll be Floyd who will put it in play. We're down to just over 3 minutes remaining here in this scoreless first half. Ball again redirected toward midfield. Here come the Grizzlies. Ball will go outside the 18 shot, just a little bit high on the attempt by Jordan Thomas. The Grizzlies will retreat once again. Quakers go back on offense. It'll be a goal kick by Nico Manny. It appears at this point we're going to see a scoreless first half unless someone comes through here in the last couple of minutes. Garrett Shaw, the redirect, as did Liam Ferguson. Grizzlies able to stop that attack for the moment. Quakers get it back at midfield. Polabel is there for the Quakers once again. Broderick inside the 18. Coming in is Kirame. Coming out to get the ball is Elliott Clark. And the Quakers again come up empty with 2 minutes remaining now in this first half of play. Ball past midfield once again as here is Shaw lifting it high in the air. Kirame trying to bring this one down. Here is Smith. Smith taken away from behind by Powell. Powell and Smith getting in a little bit of a shoving match here on the near side, and the official will eventually call the foul as Smith went down. Quakers have a throw in here from the near side looking for Kirame. He got bumped from behind by Cranley. Here is Shaw again with the right leg to the 18. Nothing. Overrunning the ball, Strzezuski, and back out front. Quakers try to place it again outside the 18. And again, the Grizzlies able to get a takeaway. Matt Powell setting it back to midfield where Hockey Johnson is there. Quakers knock it down. Kirame for a moment. And we'll go back to midfield. Here's Yuki. Shaw will put a left leg into this one. Here's Kirame. Kirame works it to the outside as he goes by Cranley. Kirame looking for his teammate, which was Liam Ferguson. Ball back again to Smith. The redirect header intended for Kirame. And then again, the kick by Cranley sends it back outside the attacking third, and we'll go to midfield. Fighting for the loose ball is going to be Sam Stallsmith, who is checked in out of Cicero, Indiana. Played his high school soccer at Hamilton Heights High School. And we're down to our final 20 seconds. Quakers may get one more chance if they hurry. Kirame taps it to his right and wisely knocked out of bounds to the near side by Floyd, and we have now made it to the end of the first half of play, and two teams that struggled scoring in the first half. We will run down those first half numbers coming up in just a few moments. Stay right there. This is Earlham Men's Soccer. This is Radio Troy Digital Sports.
For the past 35 years, Van Vliet Insurance has built a reputation of bringing a personal touch. That's because at Van Vliet, it's all about you, your needs, your life, and our town. Along with providing quality coverage to individuals, families, and local businesses, we're proud of our community and the opportunity we have to protect your future within it. Van Vliet Insurance, an Erie Insurance representative. Hometown professionals at work for you.
Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with comprehensive auto repair services that include car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. You'll be hard-pressed to find the same level of expertise that our auto mechanic specialists provide. For a high-performing vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, call 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
Big Boys Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course, pizza. Come dine in, carry out, or have your food delivered day or night, at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connorsville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery, Big Boys Pizza. 765-488-0023.
Hey, this is Steve, and out at Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
After the unexpected, expect us. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance of Fayette, Rush, Union, Decatur, and Shelby counties. Auto, home, life, renters, farm, crop, and business coverage. Coverage you need in a language you know. We take customer satisfaction seriously and don't take a cookie-cutter approach to your coverage. For more information, call 800-723-3276 or go to their website, in.farmbureau.com. Georgia Direct is your one-stop source for floor coverings and decorating ideas for remodeling a home, office, kitchen, or bathroom. Their showroom offers quality products from Mohawk, Shaw, Armstrong, Craft-Made, and many more. They proudly offer Richmond the best quality and variety of home design solutions at competitive prices. At Georgia Direct, their goal is to deliver an outstanding customer experience from selection through installation. Georgia Direct Carpets and Cabinets, 5200 National Road East, Richmond.
We're back once again here at Matlack Messer Stadium on the campus of Earlham College. They are honoring the 4 seniors who are playing their last game here at Matlack Messer here this afternoon. Today's game brought to you in part by your Richmond area Subways. Each day of the week, you can get a different 6-inch sub, no artificial flavors or colors, only $3.50. Every Thursday, the Italian BMT, Friday, the tuna, and Saturday, the Black Forest ham. Treat yourself at Subway. 4 locations in Richmond and Hagerstown. Subway, eat fresh. Here are your first half numbers, and again, not much to talk about from an offensive standpoint. Quakers did outshoot Franklin 6-4 in the first half. Quakers had 4 shots on goal, just 1 for Franklin in the first half. That equals also 4 saves for Franklin, 1 for the Quakers. There were 4 corners for Earlham, just 1 for Franklin. Just 1 offsides today. That was Franklin, and Earlham had 11 fouls, and Franklin with 6. Individually, first off for Franklin, Trey Floyd with 1 shot, no shots on goal. Jimmy Lawson 1-1. Luke Oliver 1-0. Jordan Thomas 1-0. For the Quakers, Yuki Adams 2-1. Garrett Shaw 3-3 today, and Brevin Smith 1-0. So the Quakers getting a nice game out of Garrett Shaw. Nico Manny 1 shot on goal, 1 save, 4-4 today for Elliott Clark. So that's where we stand here at halftime, as the Quakers and the Grizzlies are scoreless again here in the first half. Get you updated quickly. The football team, they were playing earlier today. Let's get you an update on their final. It is the Grizzlies beating the Quakers 64-20. So the Quakers drop another game this afternoon, and they now fall to 0-8. 2 games remaining. They will get the bye week next week. Then they'll have Senior Day on November 3rd and finish out the season on the road at Rose-Hulman. When we come back in a couple of moments, we'll get you updated on the top 25 college football scoreboard. A few games already in the books this afternoon. We'll see what's happening in college football coming up next. Stay right there. This is Earlham Men's Soccer on Radio Troy Digital Sport.
We check them better. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle is fully inspected and reconditioned by ASE and factory trained technicians. And each Better Buy vehicle comes with a Carfax vehicle history report, so you know you can buy a vehicle with confidence. We back 'em better with a 3-day satisfaction guarantee. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified comes with a 3-day or 300-mile satisfaction guarantee. If you don't like it within that 3 days or 300 miles, just bring it back and we'll exchange it for a vehicle of equal value. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty. We price them better. We have dedicated individuals searching the entire country for the highest quality, lowest price vehicles for our inventory. In today's competitive market, we're constantly monitoring vehicle values to ensure that we're offering the best prices possible. We guarantee that every Wetzel Better Buy vehicle is the highest quality used car or truck around. Our reconditioning process guarantees that you are getting a vehicle as close to brand new as possible, and our warranties back that up.
Little Sheba's Restaurant and Zini's Place. Come join us in Richmond at 175 Fort Wayne Avenue or at our newest location in Centerville at 129 East Main Street. Grab one of our gourmet pizzas, a deluxe sandwich, steak or fresh salad, and an ice-cold beer or your favorite wine. Featuring live music every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, plus more in our smoke-free environment. 10% discount with a valid student ID. It's better than being home.
Back once again here at Matlack Messer Stadium on the campus of Earlham College. No score here at halftime. Let's get you caught up on our college football scoreboard this afternoon. We mentioned the Quakers losing to Franklin this afternoon. Number 19, Iowa shuts out Maryland 23-0. Number 6, Michigan now leading number 24, Michigan State in the fourth quarter 21-7. Ninth-rated Oklahoma in a scoring fest against TCU. The Sooners win it 52-27. In overtime, Cincinnati losing this afternoon. The 20th-ranked Bearcats dropping one to Temple 24-17. Number 23, Wisconsin, they beat Illinois 49-20. In the second quarter, number 3, Clemson now beating number 16, North Carolina State 14-0. Indiana against number 18 Penn State down in Bloomington. They're in their first quarter, and they're tied at 7 apiece. Number 1 Alabama winning on the road at Tennessee in the first quarter. Already 28 points on the board for Alabama against the Volunteers. They got a long way to go in that one. And number 15 Washington and Colorado tied at 7 in Pac-12 action. That one also in the second quarter. Coming up later tonight, number 10 Central Florida plays at East Carolina. It's number 22 Mississippi State on the road at number 5 LSU. Connecticut travels to number 21 South Florida. It's Vanderbilt at 14th rated Kentucky. Number 2 Ohio State at Purdue. That game will kick off for West Lafayette tonight at 7:30. And number 12 Oregon is at number 25 Washington State. Major League Baseball, the National League Championship Series will go to Game 7 tonight as the Dodgers and the Brewers will play at 8:09. So you have a chance to watch some good college football later tonight. If you have a remote, you can flip back and forth between baseball and college football, or the NBA tonight as well. Pacers in action against Brooklyn. Also tonight in the NBA, Toronto's at Washington. Boston plays on the road at New York. It's Orlando at Philadelphia, Detroit at Chicago. Charlotte is at Miami. Minnesota at Dallas. Denver hosting Phoenix. San Antonio at Portland. And the Lakers home against Houston. Big matchup in the West. And a bevy of games in the NHL tonight. 2 finals already in, as Philadelphia beats New Jersey 5-2 and Colorado skates by Carolina. That final of 3-1. We're at halftime. No score between Franklin and Earlham. We will come back with the second half in just a couple of moments. This is Earlham Men's Soccer right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
As Earlhamites, when we set our minds to do something, we see it through.
Because when we strive to do what's right,
we believe ways will open for us.
It's why we design inclusive playgrounds and innovative transportation solutions.
Why we work to solve water crises and pioneer new technology.
Why we commit to bridging gaps and exploring the unexpected.
It's why we stay curious.
Why we insist on better answers.
Because at Earlham,
we don't see the world as a project. We see it as our purpose.
And we recognize our own potential in making this earth more beautiful,
more just, and more peaceful for everyone.
Earlham College.
Always moving forward.
Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto in business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf and I approve this message.
Mancino's is family-friendly, serving fresh grinders, pizza, pasta, and salads daily. They serve great food priced for family budgets. And whether it's one of their homemade grinders, salads, or pizza, there's sure to be something for everyone in your family. Our baking process may cost a little more and take more time, but the end result of freshness and flavor make the real difference in all of Mancino's award-winning products. Mancino's of Richmond. Give them a call at 966-1161 or go to their website, Mancino'sofRichmond.com. New Vision Sports is a training program that focuses on the training and improvement of the serious-minded athlete, including all ages and skill levels. From creating customized workout plans to providing ongoing motivation and support, New Vision strives to help you achieve your training goals. Their trainers use a variety of effective workout plans based on your specific goals. New Vision Sports, 977-5831, or go to their website, newvisionsports.com. That's New Vision Sports with a Z.
As an internet service provider, Parallax Systems offers reliable residential high-speed internet service and business service. With a fiber backbone reaching over 150 miles, we have created a multifaceted delivery system. Our dark fiber leasing has proved beneficial to public and private sectors alike. Parallax serves Wayne County and surrounding areas. Parallax Systems, when speed matters, a division of Richmond Power and Light.
For the past 35 years, Van Vliet Insurance has built a reputation of bringing a personal touch. That's because at Van Vliet, it's all about you, your needs, your life, and our town. Along with providing quality coverage to individuals, families, and local businesses, we're proud of our community and the opportunity we have to protect your future within it. Van Vliet Insurance, an Erie Insurance representative. Hometown professionals at work for you.
Center, our physicians and support team devote themselves to helping you return to a healthy and active lifestyle. Our expertise includes shoulder, elbow, foot, ankle, hand, wrist, hip, and knee injuries, as well as pain management and rehabilitation and school athletic training programs and sports medicine. We are committed to providing you with the best possible orthopedic treatment that we can. To request an appointment at the Reed Orthopedic Center, call 765-935-8905.
Well, 45 minutes back on the clock as we get ready for the second half. Quakers and the Grizzlies tied at 0, so scoreless. Let's see what happens here in the second half. What adjustments will be made for both coaching staffs as they get ready for the second half of play. Grizzlies will now attack right to left. Now the Quakers will have to attack into the wind here in the second half, which I know I keep bringing it up, but it's a huge factor when you're trying to place that ball where you want it to go, and it just does not sail the way it normally would on a calm day. And this is probably the windiest day we've had the entire fall so far. Franklin will have the opening possession here in the second half. Everybody is ready to go, and 45 minutes in regulation. And we are underway. Great to have you with us. Is busy Saturday once again in Earlham Athletics. You can check out everything that has gone on today on their website at goearlham.com. And as always, follow along with us in the live stats Football playing today, both the men's and women's soccer, volleyball in action. The football team, as we mentioned, on the road earlier this afternoon. Throw in by the Grizzlies right in front of their own bench, and we'll continue to work it back and forth, see who may get possession right here. Ferguson trying to advance it himself. Thompson Vaught there on the far side, and looks like Kira May again not starting in the second half for the Quakers. Didn't start in the first half as Earlham bringing him off the bench here today, looking for a spark. Quakers will be offsides. So Earlham and offsides on the attack, back over again to the Grizzlies. Looks like Jeffrey Doyer is okay. He got hurt in later stages of that first half. It's good to have him back as he got run out of bounds and took him a while to get up and get to the sidelines, but apparently he is okay back in the lineup as you see Elliott Clark, the keeper there for the Grizzlies. Chance now for Franklin to get in position outside the 18 and wisely knocked out of bounds. Good job again by Garrett Shaw. And again, Earlham a chance to get back again and line up on defense. Another throw in here for the Grizzlies. They went very conservative that time as Lawson tried to place it right in front of Mason May. Quakers with a takeaway, back on the counterattack. That was a nice little back kick there for the Quakers at midfield by Brevin Smith as the Quakers will have a throw-in once that ball was knocked out of play by the Grizzlies. Yuki Adams with the header there to Ferguson. He can't advance it. Grizzlies again with a takeaway. And there at midfield, Mason May out of Kokomo, Indiana, played at Guerin Catholic High School as the Grizzlies back on the counterattack themselves, and another takeaway by Shaw. And we just go back and forth, neither team with a very long possession, as coming out will be Clark once again for the Grizzlies. And you can really tell why both these teams have struggled in offense this year. They don't have anyone that is really a playmaker. Time in and time out throughout the entire match, we kind of play, as I said earlier, between the 18s, and that's about it. And this ball hit well, but picked up by Nico Manny right in front of his teammate Garrett Shaw off that kick on the near side by Trey Floyd. Neither team has really put themselves in very many good positions to get themselves a scoring opportunity. Quakers now back the other way. Here's Doyer. Jeffrey trying to chase that one all the way to the end line. Was it kept in play? Good effort on the end line by Landon Tack as he's unable to keep it in play. Throw in now by Doyer once again, looking for Fitzgibbon. That one just inside the 18 and redirected out front. Quakers will keep it as Brady Bubb will put a right leg into it. Into the attacking third, and again back to midfield. On the chase, Ferguson. He along with Jimmy Lawson there for Franklin. And another ball that goes out of bounds, and it'll be Lawson on a throw-in. Yuki Adams once again very close to Ferguson. They'll have to get spacing in their offense in order to advance it. Too many yellow jerseys around the ball once again, and now you'll see the Grizzlies play this one from behind as they will come to the near sideline as Floyd. And we're going side to side instead of the attack up the field right now, as the Grizzlies will make the Quakers chase a little bit further. But again, no serious attack here, as we're just going to go sideline to sideline. There's your first ball kicked in this latest possession that got past midfield by Landon Tack, but nobody on the other side except for Hockey Johnson for the Quakers. Pearson back toward the middle. Tapia can't hold on to it. Here's Fitzgibbon across the midfield line, and once again into the Franklin half, into the attacking third. Chance here for the Quakers. And nothing. Boy, I tell you what, it looked like there was an opportunity there for Thompson Vaught to get a shot off, and he decided to look back toward the middle to Liam Ferguson, and they may have wasted an opportunity. So we will have a corner now for Yuki Adams, and again, the way the wind is blowing, you never really know where this ball may end up. Yuki with the left foot. Nice ball right in front, and it's redirected by Roberto Lara. And Franklin able to survive another corner here in the second half. Ball advanced off the ground attack to the near side, and that is going to be Pearson trying to protect the ball, and he does so as he kept it away from Ian Blaze. Brady will send it to the far side. Quakers will now try to attack on the left. Back kick attempt there by Ferguson. Yuki will send this one ahead, and this ball will go all the way to the end line. And will it stay in play? It does. Good job there by Earlham's Thompson Vaught to keep it in play, but eventually goes out of bounds. Yuki will have a throw-in. Yuki will play it back to the outside to Garrett Shaw. And this time out of play, turnover by the Quakers. So another throw-in by the Grizzlies at midfield. Fitzgibbon there for the Quakers with a quick takeaway. And we have another whistle, and that'll stop play, and another violation against Earlham. So back over one more time to the Grizzlies. Right at midfield here for Cranley. Good backspin into the 18. Ball now in the air. Here is Johnson for the Quakers. Doyer back to the outside. Fitzgibbon. As Franklin again trying to set themselves up in the attacking third as it goes out of bounds once again on the near side. Trey Floyd, there for the Grizzlies goes out of bounds. And we'll have a throw in here by Pearson. Pearson will find Yuki Adams, back to Pearson. Free kick to the middle to Ferguson. Ferguson got a shove from behind again, and they let him go as Angel Tapia there for Franklin. And I think that Liam may have lost a shoe, so he is down for the moment, still trying to get that shoe on. Better get out of the way as the Quakers come back on the attack once again. Thompson Vaught not there. Here's Pearson. And now it'll be Hockey Johnson. Quakers give it up one more time. Tapia with the takeaway, and it's just like giving it back and forth. No one wants to take control of this ball at the moment. Past midfield, and this time Yuki Adams gets hit from behind. He goes down. And I still don't think Liam has his shoe on yet. He is now working on it at midfield. Throw in near side once again for Franklin. There's going to be a foul call, and it's kind of odd you'd call that one. And Trey Floyd gets the foul, yet we have seen several times players just outright shoving other players and not seeing a whistle. Now Franklin set up a wall right in front of. I always wonder why they think they're going to get away with that. They always make a move back. As Yuki will set this one up, and it'll be a three-man wall. I don't know if Yuki could hook that one around those three and try to get it past Elliott Clark or not. I mean, he's hit some pretty good balls here today from the right side. Had some curve on it, but coming over to receive that one is Elliott Clark. That one a bad ball that time, just too far to the left. Quakers Hurley get back on defense as Clark able to send this one way past midfield on a couple of bounces all the way outside the 18 on the attacking third for the Quakers, and it goes out of bounds. Quick throw in, wasting no time, is Franklin. Doyer there for the Quakers, back to the middle, Fitzgibbon, and he'll be met there by Tapia. Franklin Still in the third. Here's a chance, and they lose the ball again. Good job by Fitzgibbon getting the takeaway. Quakers on the counterattack, the ground attack itself, and falling down is Fitzgibbon. Quakers again, a wasted possession. And back the other way we go. Here's Blaze. Blaze, that one will be hit well, but very deep again by Jordan Thomas. I was about to say Blaze let that ball get away. But Jordan Thomas with that kick. Now, that would have been dangerous. That wind is now shifted more toward the north than it was earlier, the north and the east. So now a goal kick by Nico Manny. Now, Nico has to kick this one into the wind, and that's going to hold up on him, though it's still a pretty good kick. And the redirect to the header again by Adams. And the ball goes out of bounds on the near side. We'll see a change here for Franklin as they're trying to get something offensively. We'll see Jacob Thompson, the sophomore out of Salem, Indiana, coming in. And out of their lineup, Ian Blaze. Throw in again, near side. Here come the Grizzlies. Lara, nothing there. And what we have seen the Grizzlies do is, again, play ball control. Good spacing now on the near side, back toward the middle. But unable to come up with it is Tapia. Quakers with the takeaway. Now let's see if Earlham can go on the counterattack. Far side, here's Ferguson. Ball gets by Ferguson. Jimmy Lawson is there. Quakers throw in as we're coming up on the 32-minute mark here in the second half. On the throw-in, this is going to be Garrett Shaw. And every once in a while you hear that wind whistling by. Sounds many times more like a hurricane than it does just the gusting of the wind. But it's been a tough day for all these guys. In fact, the women had to play through it as well. I think it's a little more now than it was earlier. But that was a tough day for both the Earlham women and the Franklin women. Earlham losing that one today 4-1. Throwing again on the far side. Shaw will place it again inside the 18, but there is Elliott Clark. He has played well today getting the start, the freshman out of Brownstown, Indiana. Good goal kick again all the way back to midfield where Yuki Adams will send it out of bounds. You know it's blowing pretty hard when it is blowing our camera that is just outside. You can see it shaking every once in a while. And it is actually affixed to the press box. Throw in near side Pearson. Here's Thompson now for the Grizzlies. Scoreless here in the second half, and we haven't really seen either team still here, even in the second half, do much with it on offense. Here's Pearson looking back to the middle. Whistle and a foul call. They're going to get Angel Tapia once again. Referee says something to Tapia after the foul was called, and here is Johnson now on to the free kick for the Quakers right at midfield. Again, he'll be kicking into the wind, which is coming from the north, so sure, for hockey, he's going to be selective on where he wants to go with his ball. Will he play conservative and maybe look for Yuki? He will not. That's got a lot of spin on it back to the outside. Quaker is unable to get it in position. Taken away again by the Grizzlies on the counterattack. Ball went a little bit behind Oliver. He's able to recover in time, looking ahead, and we've got another offsides. So even when Franklin gets ahead of the pack, that's a couple of offsides here in the second half. And we will stay scoreless. Nico Manny once again for the Quakers. Nico sending that one into the Franklin half. Karam's back out near midfield where Pearson tried to find his teammate Fitzgibbon. Here's Johnson with a takeaway. Franklin able to stop it twice as Tapia there for the Grizzlies. It does go out of play here on the near side. We'll have another throw-in. We will see Jimmy Kirame coming into the lineup for the Quakers' next opportunity. Now here's Franklin. Will they set themselves up for a chance here just outside the 18? Almost played there by Roberto Lara. Lara looking near side now to Floyd, and that ball knocked out of bounds one more time. Doyer got a foot on it for a moment. There's a throw-in by Floyd. Floyd gets it back once again as the Grizzlies will play it deep in the corner. It went out of bounds and last touched by the Grizzlies, so they too miss an opportunity in the attacking third. Nothing there, and we're under 29 minutes now here in the second half. Nico will have the kick. We mentioned just moments ago that Kirame is back in. Ball comes to midfield. There battling for it is Yuki Adams. He along with Jordan Thomas of Franklin. And now the Quakers in possession. Fitzgibbon all the way down in the corner. Did he save it? Yes. Franklin had it for a moment. There's Kirame with a takeaway. Jimmy trying to go after the loose ball, and does it stay in? It does. Here come the Quakers again. Pearson. Ball lifted toward the 18. Off the redirect again by Franklin, and they'll clear it out to the far side as Jordan Thomas able to get it out of there. Once again for the Grizzlies. Here's Thompson in the attacking third one more time. Outside the 18 now. That ball shot wide to the left. I tell you what, that was really close. You could have asked anything more from Tapia. He got a pretty good look at that one. And that may be as close as they're going to come all day long as Nico Manny was shifted off to the left. That'll be one that Tapia would like to have back. Another opportunity as we come up on 27 minutes remaining in this one. Here's a guy you want to get going, and that's Kirame. Kirame able to get position there on Cranley and send him down on the pitch. And now a foul called against the Grizzlies. And this means we'll see Garrett Shaw with a free kick. Now, if Shaw's going to strike this one well into the wind, he might want to place this one a little bit toward the left, which would be the right side of Elliott Clark, if that's what he's shooting for. Good line drive, kick, and just over the outreached arms of Elliott Clark, but it sailed over the crossbar. That's a pretty good ball that time by Garrett Shaw. So now we have seen back-to-back opportunities both ways as Franklin had an opportunity, and we just saw Shaw now miss a chance to give the Quakers a 1-0 lead as we come up on the 25-minute mark here in the second half. So we're 20 minutes in, and so far, no score. Two of the lower scoring teams in the conference, and they have proven that fact here today as we just haven't had that many scoring opportunities both ways. Little back hit, Kirame. Kirame now trying to gain possession. Kirame with a left leg, knocked down again by Clark, and another chance for Earlham as Kirame may have not really gotten anything strong on that left leg. It looked like he didn't hit it as well as he would like to. Quakers a takeaway. Earlham now with numbers again. This time it'll be to Doyer, and he has it knocked down again. Good defense on the dive twice by Trey Floyd. Quakers will have a corner out of this, but Doyer had a really good look. That was a nice pass by Liam Ferguson. Quakers will now bring some experience into their lineup. We'll see Brevin Smith come back in. The Grizzlies will make a change as well. This is Matt Powell, the senior out of Mount Vernon. And the Quakers will have a corner, Yuki Adams. Very, very windy now coming. It'll be facing him this time. Let's see where he'll try to place this ball. Line drive kick right in front of the keeper. We'll have another one. They had Liam Ferguson charging in, but we're going to do it again. Doyer's placing himself right in front of the keeper, and then, of course, when you see that happen, Franklin's going to counter that with Trey Floyd, as he will come in as well. And now the official stopping the clock and stopping play. And again, I'm not sure what this conversation would be about. We'll put it at 23:56. And here we go. Another good kick, but coming from behind. This could be a penalty. I tell you, that ought to be a penalty shot right there for the Quakers, because that was a shove from behind by Trey Floyd off the corner, knocking Liam Ferguson right down in front of the keeper. And that enabled Elliott Clark to come away with it, so the Quakers do not get the benefit of the call there. Yuki Adams goes down as well. This is definitely a foul call against Roberto Lara. And if you're Liam Ferguson, he was asking why he didn't get the benefit of the call on that corner. Now we're coming up on 23 minutes in this one. Official now walking back over this way, and I'm not sure again why we're stopping play again. But everybody walking toward midfield, and they're going to give this now to the keeper, Elliott Clark. So Clark's going to get a goal kick right here. That was kind of unusual, almost like they replayed this. I'm not exactly sure why. We got no explanation of what happened. So they will bring him back, and we will see Elliott Clark again on the goal kick. But again, no reason why. Quakers able to get it. It didn't last long, as Floyd will send this one into the Earlham half, all the way down in the corner. That's a good look at Thompson. Here's May. May try to bring that one to the top of the 18. Knocked out of there by Brady, and Quakers try to go back on the counterattack. Brady Bubb again with the left leg. Good ball this time. Kira May is there. Kira May will look to chase from behind, and this will be Lawson. Here's Thomas. Thomas, right side of the 18. Ball placed back inside the box and knocked away, as Hockey Johnson was there for the Quakers, able to help out his keeper, Nico Manny. And here's Fitzgibbon. Fitzgibbon looking ahead to Kira May, and another takeaway by the Grizzlies. Franklin tried to advance it on the ground attack, but there's Garrett Shaw with a steal of his own. Here's Kira May in the attacking third now for the Quakers. Can they do anything with it? No, as it's taken away again. Doyer there coming from behind to get a steal himself from Mason May. Here's Kira May. Kira May inside the 18 and actually got it inside the box. And he's a little bit frustrated, I'm sure, as that ball goes out of play. On the near side, we'll have a throw-in. Kira May just unable to bring that one in clean. Ball will go to the end line. Here is Yuki Adams. Adams, nice reversal to the end line. He loses track of the ball, and we've got a whistle, and that'll go against the Quakers. So we will see once more time Elliott Clark on the goal kick, as we're down to 20 minutes remaining in this one. Changes again, both ways. Coming in number 19, Andrew Vidal for Franklin. Also coming in 22, Roberto Lara. And actually, Lara's coming out. We'll see number 15 coming in, Trevor Bray, sophomore out of Louisville, Kentucky. And the Quakers will come back with Andrew Strzezuski as the ball played here at midfield. Johnson trying to find Ferguson. Here are the Grizzlies trying to work it back into the attacking third. No. And so the Quakers on the counterattack. Brady Bubb will put a right leg into this one, sending it to the near side. Intended, I believe, for Strzezuski or Fitzgibbon. Ball near midfield. Pearson battling for it. Both teams trying to gain an edge here on the possession. It goes out of bounds as Trey Floyd unable to keep it in play. And we'll have another throw in here for Earlham. Yuki Adams looking ahead. Here is Kira May reversing back to the inside. Centered it and scores. Fitzgibbon on the score for the Quakers. And the assist will go to Kira May, as Kira May did a great job reversing that ball back to the inside. And Fitzgibbon coming right down the middle of the pitch, and a great pass and a score. And Earlham gets on the board at the 19-minute mark here in the second half. That's a great play by Kira May, and that's why you like to see him in possession of the ball. He has great control and just an excellent pass. So now Franklin trailing the Quakers 1-0. Earlham on the attack again. Fitzgibbon, by the way, with that goal. That's his fourth goal of the year. Kira May with his third assist of the season. And could not have come at a better time. It appeared that both teams had a chance or two here in the second half. You're not sure how many more you're going to get. And the Quakers did a great job putting themselves in position to score. Now what will Franklin counter with? Pearson with a redirect again. Yuki Adams back to midfield. Now the Quakers need to be smart about this the rest of the way. Brevin Smith chasing that one down on the sideline. He took a shimmy from behind by Trevor Bray. And the Quakers will have a throw in as Doyer will put it in play for Earlham. Chance again for Earlham now to pick up their second win in the conference, win their third overall, and after that tough loss to Anderson, in which they dropped it by a final of 2-1, it'd be nice to come back here and get a win on senior day in their final game here at home. Thrown once again by the Grizzlies as they'll work it right sideline, top of the 18, and that's going to be struck high in the air. Jordan Thomas unable to find any accuracy on that shot attempt as it goes out of play. And here's where the Quakers can use some clock as they're down to 17 minutes. Quakers will make another change as Thompson Vaught will come back in for Earlham in the next dead ball opportunity. Here's where the kick by Nico Manning can really play dividends. You can get that ball into the Franklin half, and boy, they were really anxious to clear it out of there, knowing that Kira May was there again. So coming out of the Earlham lineup, that will be Fitzgibbon. And Fitzgibbon again, the one who scored the goal off the nice pass by Kira May. He will head to the bench. And everyone watching the scoreboard, it can't go fast enough for the Quakers and not slow enough for Franklin. They just haven't had very many opportunities. Maybe their best came about 10 minutes ago. And that has been it for their second half in offensive output. You really get an idea of why they average less than a goal per game, and they don't shoot very well. Even in the 11 opportunities they get, that's still not a high number, as that's called against the Grizzlies, and we'll see Brady test the wind as he licks his index finger and puts it in the air, as there's a line drive kick off to the right. Sure, Brady's messing around. He probably just thought, hey, why not? We're up 1-0. Let's see if we can lighten the mood a little bit. And Quakers play loose down the stretch. Get a win here today as we'll see Brevin Smith come back out of the lineup. Ball once again all the way past midfield, unable to come up with it, Mason May. There's Kieran May. He goes down trying to go after that loose ball. Kieran May quickly back up. He's going to be all right as the Grizzlies try to work it back to the counterattack midfield. Boy, getting by that ball, that was Vidal. I'm not sure why he got turned around as the Quakers have the double team. Doyer there. He's coming away from the back to come up and help Liam Ferguson defend that ball on the ground. There again for the Quakers, Yuki Adams. Here come the Quakers again into the attacking third. Another chance here. Earlham trying to set it up on the right side. Quickly taken away. They had an open man on the near side in Strzezuski. But nice defensive play there by Trey Floyd. Ball knocked out of bounds is Pearson touching it last. And the Quakers again ready to defend as the throw in by Matt Powell. There is Adams getting a little more physical, trying to get that ball away from Mason May. Quakers across the midfield line. And here's Ferguson outside to Adams. Adams pops this one high in the air, and waiting for that one will be Elliott Clark inside the box. Able to bring that one down, and we'll go back again on defense. Earlham up 1-0. We see that clock now starting to come up on the 13-minute mark. Yuki on the redirect, back to midfield as Jordan Thomas will put it in play. The ground attack almost went to an aerial attack, but knocked down as that one went off the back of Liam Ferguson. He turned just in time, and he caught one right in the middle of the back. You could see him grimace as he had that one probably sting a little bit. This one, a nice ball inside the 18 as Yuki take that back. Nico Manny coming out. And boy, I tell you, that was a dangerous play by Nico. He had Pearson there, but if that ball comes back in, he's way out of position. Franklin will make another change as Sam Stallsmith will come in, the senior from Cicero. And now under 13 minutes to play. And this is, again, an area where Nico can take his time. And, well, that ball really hanging high in the air. He didn't get that one all the way, kind of undercut it. Franklin able to play it up until Hockey Johnson, the takeaway at midfield. Good job by Johnson. But, again, Earlham unable to advance it past midfield. And will come near side to Oliver. Oliver, the little chip shot back into the 18. Chance here for Franklin to get into scoring position. And the Quakers defended well on the near side. And we may have a corner, and we will, for Franklin. Mason May made that nice move to the end line. Tried to look back to the inside, but Quakers defended it well up until we have the corner. And now, a little hard to see with the glare on this one. Good ball and knocked down by Nico Manny. Will do it again. Nico able to step out as he's got one player right in front of him from Franklin trying to run interference. The wave will come from the top and the right. That ball way outside on the corner headed by Ferguson will stay outside the 18, and the Quakers clear it. Strzezuski once again, but not far enough. Now a chase for the ball in the corner. There is Pearson again. Nice takeaway by Pearson from Lawson. Here's Strzezuski back to the middle. Quakers trying to advance it again, and this ball takes a curve to the left as he got caught up in the wind on the ball from Yuki Adams. Here's Mason May up the right sideline. He can't keep it. It goes out of play. You get a pretty good idea on that one ball by Yuki. He was trying to advance it to the far sideline, and it got caught in the air and came right back into the Earlham half. So we will see coming out of the lineup for the Quakers, Strzezuski will step out, throw in now by Garrett Shaw as Earlham looks to bring Shaw in for defensive purposes. Ball again at midfield. Here come the Quakers. They have numbers if they can advance it ahead. Here is, again, Kira May with the right leg and picked up on the roll as Elliott Clark there to grab that one. And Kira May almost made this 2-0. That would have been a huge goal for the Quakers with just over 10 minutes remaining. Ball again will roll into the awaiting arms of Elliott Clark. Quakers back on defense again. The quick outlet to the near side taken away by Pearson. Read it well, anticipated that pass. But again, the Quakers unable to advance it to Doyer. Here comes Hockey Johnson. Doyer again. He takes a shove from behind by Landon Tack. As Doyer again trying to stop the advancement on the near sideline. We'll go back to midfield. Quakers almost get another takeaway. Matt Powell now will work it to the far side. Franklin went sideline to sideline again, and the Quakers able to advance again past midfield and another takeaway. Doyer looking for his teammate Thompson Vaught inside the 18, knocked down. Another attempt, 2 knocked down in a row. Second one, a point-blank shot by Thompson Vaught, knocked down by Elliott Clark. Clark, 2 big saves in 1 possession. Ball past midfield into the Earlham half. Here come the Grizzlies again. Ground attack to the far side, and that's going to be a foul against Liam Ferguson. Got a little shove from behind. Stahl-Smith was there for Franklin. Ball placed now by Lawson. Just under the 9-minute mark here in this one. Lawson. That one coming short. Ball stays outside, and that one way wide and high to the right of Nico Manny. And again, nothing there for the Grizzlies. So Nico, once again, will have a goal kick here for the Quakers. Earlham can't get that clock working fast enough. There's a nice redirect by Kirame. Quakers have it come back into their half and now cleared away on the far side by Lawson. And Earlham will have a throw-in. This will be, well, in fact, we thought it was going to be Ferguson. He's going to go ahead and allow Garrett Shaw to have the throw-in here, and Earlham in no hurry to put it in play. They can run a lot of time off the clock just on a throw-in. Now, they would get warned eventually, but they were not going to hurry to put it in play. There's another line drive kick. Shaw with a deep ball and right into the awaiting arms of Elliott Clark. Now, on the other side, you're looking at a Franklin team that wants to advance it as fast as they can as they get it across midfield. And Quakers had Doyer there. They had Pearson there. There's Pearson with another takeaway. Back again to midfield. Quakers really hurrying to get this ball back into the Franklin half. All the way out to knock that one out of play will be Elliott Clark, and he did a nice job getting there in front of Kirame. Quakers come back with Fitzgibbon. Under the 7-minute mark, and Fitzgibbon back in. The only goal of the day by Fitzgibbon here in the second half after a scoreless first half of play. Pearson with a throw-in. Once he gets the whistle, he'll take a look. Nothing right in front of him, but he does try to place it as close as he can. Played it safe, and again the ball goes out of bounds, and Pearson will have a throw-in. Want to look ahead on all these throw-ins. Don't try to throw it into your own half and give the Grizzlies any opportunity to get a fast break attempt. As Pearson again with a throw-in, looking now for either Kirame or Liam Ferguson. Ferguson stepping in front, unable to keep it in play, and we'll go back over again to the Grizzlies. It'll be a nice win today on Senior Day for Earlham if they can pick up the victory here today and hold on here in the last just under 6 minutes remaining. 50-50 ball brought down by Franklin. Here is Lara. And that one softly rolls into the awaiting arms of Nico Manny. Nothing there again for the Grizzlies. Nico going to keep an eye on Stallsmith. He was kind of waiting to see what Nico was going to do, maybe catch him by surprise. And Nico, wisely the senior, keeping an eye on Stallsmith as well. So now the Quakers with a takeaway once they get it past midfield. Quakers have a man go down. Looks like that might be Fitzgibbon. Franklin trying to position themselves to get the ball back and go on the counterattack. They will do so, and they'll work on the ground attack to the sideline. Maneuvering back to the inside is Roberto Lara. Lara in the middle. Chance here now inside the 18. That's going to be just wide to the right on a good attempt by Oliver. And that is a little bit too close. Now Oliver wanted a foul call, I believe, and this is going to be what we're waiting to see. The two officials are now going to get together, so we'll have to stop and reset. We'll put it at 4:41. And we never hear what the call is going to be, but it almost sounds like it's going to be a corner when eventually the two officials get together. So it will be a corner here and they tell us to start the clock. We'll start the clock. Thank you very much, as this corner is going to be short. Ferguson to knock it away. Back again to the outside, Lara, and nothing there again for Franklin as that one sails over the crossbar. And the Quakers survive what could have been a rather interesting call. So again, Nico will put this ball in play as the Quakers down to the last 4 minutes remaining. And Nico with a line drive kick, and Lara able to bring it down himself for Franklin. Boy, nice job from behind. No discussion or no communication, I should say, is coming from behind was Kirame to knock that one away. And you could tell that Franklin was a little bit frustrated on that takeaway when Mason May, nobody talked to him. And Kirame got the steal from behind. As now we'll see the Grizzlies in the Earlham half working it to the sideline. That ball placed inside the 18, but again, Yuki Adams sends this one high in the air. Fitzgibbon, the redirect all the way to the near side and goes out of play. So Franklin again will have a throw-in as we're just over 3 minutes remaining here in this one this afternoon. Quakers, there's a foul on Hockey Johnson as he went over the top of Stallsmith, and we've got another time stopped on the clock at 3:04. And now they'll restart the clock once the player ends up losing a shoe, gets it back on, and so now we have a free kick here with Luke Oliver. Boy, be careful on this one. This could be interesting. Oliver, nice ball bouncing right to Nico, and that wasn't a great kick. Oliver knew it when he hit that one, that he didn't hit it well. I would think he'd want that ball to go to the right a little bit because the wind is coming from his right. He could have curved that ball a little bit more with a wave coming in from that side. As Kirame now for the Quakers once again into the Franklin half, and now down to 2:23 to go. Whistle and a stoppage of play. That'll go against the Grizzlies, and they're going to have to pick it up even more as the Quakers will place it for the kick. And again, Earlham in no hurry right now as Yuki Adams will send it down for the kick. Now, he or Garrett Shaw could take this. It's going to be Shaw, And the grounder in. Shaw gets the long-range goal off of the kick, and Earlham leads it 2-0. I didn't think that was going to score, but somehow it bounced through. I think they take it away again? So they're going to confer on this one. We saw it in the women's contest earlier. The ball, they called it an offsides against the Quakers. So we're going to have to send it back to 1 until we find out the official word with 1:49. Shaw sprinted all the way back to the bench because I think he saw that they have taken it away. We have now seen these officials get together twice, and they take it away. So it is an offsides against the Quakers, so Earlham will not get the goal, and they take away a pretty one by Shaw off of the free kick. And I tell you what, 1:49 could be interesting, and now the official going over to say something to Coach Sam Bird and explaining to him why it was an offsides. No matter what answer that Sam gets, he's not going to like it. And that would have been the goal that would have put this one away for the Quakers. You still have 1:49 remaining now for the Grizzlies. But if Earlham now can just play possession soccer, they should walk away with this one here this afternoon. So Sam apparently got the explanation. I'm not sure it's what he wanted to hear, but that's what he gets. Second time we've seen an offsides on a goal scored by Earlham, one in the women's contest and now one here in the men's contest. Quakers just need to send it back into the Franklin half, and they do. Here is Doyer along with Jimmy Kirame as that ball sailed up on top of the press box area, and now it'll be Pearson putting it in play with just over a minute remaining. Fitzgibbon unable to keep it in play, and now Franklin will have to hurry. Quakers, Fitzgibbon chasing from behind, and they're going to let him play through this one, though I'm sure that Mason May wanted a foul call, and we've got a whistle. And this will stay with the Quakers as Jimmy Kirame went down once again. And Earlham now under a minute to go before picking up a huge win. Now they scored moments ago off of a free kick. The goal was taken away. And now it'll be Yuki Adams, very good from the right side. Adams with a little wind on this ball as that ball will stay outside the 18. Franklin back on the counter once again. Quakers giving chase, and the good news here is you get the foul and it's going to back Franklin up. And they have to use more time on the clock. As they put that clock now to 26 seconds remaining. We'll go ahead and stop this one and count it down for you as that ball goes wide to the right. 19 seconds remaining. And Earlham now just seconds away from winning this one. Franklin wanted a corner there. It's not going to happen. And Earlham's going to pick up a win here today as the Quakers hear the countdown and the win. So Earlham comes away with a win here this afternoon as they knock off Franklin by a final of 1-0. We will come back and wrap this one up in just a moment. This has been Earlham Men's Soccer and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. In a small town, a company like theirs cannot stay in business for as long as they have without being very good at what they do. It's not just about quality work, it's about customer service. If that's the kind of experience you want on your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Call Reynolds Plumbing today at 966-0994.
A nice win for the Quakers. Again, the Fitzgibbon goal in the second half, and so Earlham walks away with a 1-0 win here on Senior Day, and with that win, they're now 3-11 overall. They pick up their second win in conference play. They move now to 2-5. We'll be back here for the final women's soccer game coming up on Wednesday. That'll be their senior night. Clean sheet today for the Quakers, as they will again celebrate the 4 seniors winning here this afternoon. And again, we'll be back here Wednesday when the women will play on Senior Day as well. But your final score here from Matlack Messer Stadium: Quakers pick up the win 1-0. Thanks for being with us. This has been Earlham Men's Soccer and Radio Troy Digital Sports.